It wasn't just the tennis that had fans talking. It was the chaos that came with it. The 2025 WTA Finals in Riyadh didn't just crown a champion. It lit social media on fire. Welcome back to Net Rush Report, your home for all things tennis. From epic rallies to the off-court drama that keeps fans debating long after the final ball is struck. In this year's WTA Finals, it had everything: tension, triumph, and controversy that shook the women's tour to its core. From Elena Rybakina's frosty moment with the WTA CEO, to Aryna Sabalenka's alleged Russian jab, to Amanda Anisimova's shady bathroom break. Let's unpack every controversy that made the 2025 WTA Finals one of the most dramatic tournaments in recent history. Aryna Sabalenka entered the final against Elena Rybakina as the heavy favorite, powerful, confident, and ready to cement her dominance. But what unfolded after her straight sets loss, 6-3, 7-6-0, turned into something else entirely in the locker room tunnel. Cameras caught Sabalenka allegedly muttering a Russian saying that roughly translates to, "Even the clumsy ones win sometimes." The remark, which quickly made its way around X, formerly Twitter, was interpreted by many as a direct shot at Rybakina, who, despite her calm demeanor, has had a long-standing tension with Sabalenka since their Wimbledon 2023 encounter. One fan posted, "Sabalenka did the same to Madison Keys back in New York. This isn't confidence, it's bitterness." Another wrote, "Aryna's got to stop being a sore loser. She's too good to let her attitude overshadow her game." Whether meant as sarcasm or simple frustration, the damage was done. The Belarusian's comment reignited debate about sportsmanship on the women's tour, with many feeling that, once again, Sabalenka's emotions had gotten the better of her. And Rybakina? When asked about it later, she simply smiled and said, "We had a great match. That's all that matters." A classic Rybakina response, calm, sharp, and quietly devastating. Moments after sealing her biggest payday and title of the season, Elena Rybakina made headlines for something that had nothing to do with her serve. During the trophy photo shoot, Rybakina pointedly avoided shaking hands with the WTA CEO, a gesture so noticeable that even broadcasters paused. Former tennis star Pam Shriver quickly took to social media, calling Rybakina's behavior disrespectful and urging her to show more gratitude toward the people running the sport. But fans weren't having it. Within minutes, X was flooded with replies defending Rybakina, many claiming she had every right to snub the CEO after months of alleged internal tension between her camp and WTA officials. One fan wrote, "Pam, maybe check why Rybakina's angry before judging her." The WTA leaked personal details about her coach situation. Another added, "This woman was ignored when she asked for fair scheduling. Don't expect fake smiles now." The incident reopened old wounds. Rybakina has repeatedly voiced her frustration with how the WTA handles player welfare, from late-night matches to inconsistent communication. For her, this wasn't just a snub. It was a silent statement, but not everyone sided with Rybakina. Some fans felt her behavior went too far, accusing her of letting personal grudges overshadow professionalism. Their argument? The WTA CEO she snubbed wasn't even the one responsible for her coach Stefan Vukov's temporary ban earlier in the season. Vukov, known for his fiery courtside demeanor, had reportedly been reprimanded for inappropriate conduct during tournaments earlier this year. His clashes with officials made headlines, and some felt Rybakina's loyalty was clouding her judgment. One fan wrote, "I love Rybakina's tennis, but this was unnecessary. Vukov's issue isn't with the CEO she snubbed." Another posted, "If she wants to make a statement, fine, but don't turn your celebration into a protest." It looked childish. Still, others saw it differently. They viewed the moment as symbolic. A player standing up to the very system that had frustrated her for years. It was the WTA Finals' most polarizing moment, one that left fans debating whether Rybakina was a hero for player rights or just another star crossing the line. Just when fans thought the off-court drama was over, Amanda Anisimova's group stage match against Iga Swiatek reignited the flames. Midway through a tight second set, Anisimova suddenly requested a bathroom break, not between sets, but right before Swiatek's serve. The timing? Questionable. The effect? Massive. When Anisimova returned, Swiatek double faulted twice, lost momentum, and eventually dropped the set. Fans quickly accused Anisimova of using the break as a tactic to disrupt rhythm, something that's long been a gray area in tennis. As per WTA rules, bathroom breaks are only allowed between sets unless for verified medical or clothing reasons. One fan wrote. Amanda knew exactly what she was doing. That's not a bathroom break. That's a timeout to reset. Another added, if Swiatek did that, people would call her unsportsmanlike. But because it's Amanda, it's strategic. Hypocrisy. The debate didn't die down for days. Even commentators questioned the lack of immediate umpire intervention. Anisimova later dismissed the criticism, saying she needed a moment. But by then, the narrative was already set. The bathroom break that broke the internet. For a player known for her dominance, Iga Swiatek's early exit was the biggest shock of the WTA Finals. After starting strong with a win over Madison Keys, she faltered against Rybakina and then fell in a grueling 2-hour, 40-minute battle to Amanda Anisimova. The same match clouded by the controversial toilet break. Post-match, Swiatek made an interesting remark that had fans talking. She said, "Maybe it's karma. Sometimes when things go your way too often, you need to be reminded how much you want it." It was a rare moment of vulnerability from the usually composed Pole, who still finished the year as world number 2 and a Wimbledon champion. Her exit, however, reignited discussions about mental fatigue, unfair scheduling, and how even the best can burn out under constant scrutiny. One fan posted. Swiatek's comment wasn't just about karma. It was about how draining this season's been for her. She's exhausted, mentally and emotionally. And it's hard to argue with that. Even before a ball was hit in Riyadh, fans were questioning how Jasmine Paolini made the WTA Finals cut. According to WTA qualification rules, players must compete in 6 WTA 500 tournaments to be eligible. Paolini, however, withdrew from the Adelaide International earlier this year, which technically left her with just 5 yet. Her participation was still counted toward the requirement. Why? Because of a controversial WTA ruling that allows a withdrawal for rest to still count as an entry under certain conditions. That decision, coupled with Mira Andreeva's denied visa for Tokyo, effectively opened the door for Paolini to slide into the finals by just 4 ranking points. Fans weren't happy. One wrote, "She gamed the system. If anyone else did that, there'd be outrage." Another posted, "So Paolini skips an event, Andreeva can't travel, and suddenly she's in? Convenient." Even though Paolini played admirably in Riyadh, the cloud over her qualification never quite cleared, making it yet another subplot in an already chaotic tournament. When the dust settled, Elena Rybakina was the champion, calm, composed, and richer by a record $5.20 million, but beyond her powerful forehands and unflappable presence. This WTA Finals will be remembered for something deeper. The cracks it exposed within women's tennis, from Sabalenka's temper to Rybakina's rebellion, from Anisimova's questionable tactics to Paolini's rule-bending entry. The tournament showcased not just talent, but tension, politics, and passion colliding on one of the sport's biggest stages. It was, in every sense, a reflection of modern tennis. Brilliant, emotional, and messy, and for fans, it was unmissable. Whether you were cheering for Rybakina, defending Sabalenka, or debating Anisimova's break, one thing's for sure. The 2025 WTA Finals gave tennis fans something to talk about all winter. Thanks for watching NetRush Report, where we don't just follow the score, we follow the story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a single update from the world of tennis. Because as the WTA Finals proved, sometimes the biggest battles aren't won on the court, but in everything that happens after.